Wow, it's already 30th of July 2021. Good morning, everybody from Russia in general and from the city of Orenburg in particular. Yes, I'm still in Orenburg and I just would love to make one more live stream here before I will get back to my hometown of Ufa. Okay? Hello, everybody. Hello, dudes, dudettes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Sergey Baklakov. This is Baklakov Live. The road trip 2021 keep going. 2 days ago from Ufa, I drove 250 kilometers south to the town of Kumertau, the town of coal miners and helicopter makers, and then another 150 kilometers south from Kumertau to the city of Orenburg. And here I'm relatively not far from the border of Russia and Kazakhstan. And here even they have a bridge, if you watched the live stream yesterday, which is like, well, maybe not really geographically, but symbolically moves you from Europe to Asia. Okay, I'm starting here from the central square of the city of Orenburg. This is the square, Lenin Square, next to Vladimir Lenin himself. And there's the house of the Soviets, which is now the building of the governments of Orenburg region. Let's go, let's take a walk, morning walk. The weather is amazing, like plus 25, 26 degrees Celsius already. By day, it must be up to plus 32, plus 33. Yes, the heat is getting back to, well, at least European parts of Russia, western part of Russia. Let's say in a week from now, the weather forecast shows that here will be plus 38 degrees Celsius, which is absolutely crazy for Russia. And in Ufa, it's going to be plus 34. Hi everybody, Jay Lewis, hello friend, 26's Cowboy, Theoryman 1, good fella. Hi everybody, let's go. So this monumental building, it's the house of the Soviets. Look, here is a lot of the government's cars, and I've noticed now when I was walking here that all of them have the series of license plates 00, the number 00. And it's like as lower the number, as like bigger the status of the person. Like the governor has the number, license plate number 001. So 0001 00 000. So it's like they are driving and yeah, they feeling like oh. Here is the square. The square next to the house of the Soviets. Nice Soviet fountain. Okay, those who missed the live stream in the evening yesterday, well, my evening, welcome now. Welcome to the city of Orenburg. The city of Orenburg founded in 1743. the city with the history, as a pre-revolutionary history, the history being in Russian Empire, and of course the modern history. Yes, in the beginning of 18th century, in 1715, one of the Kazakh Khans, Abul Khair Khan, he addressed to Russian Empire, to Russian Empress Anna Ivanovna, that he wants a part of Kazakh territory, Kazakh tribes to join the Russian Empire. They wanted the cooperation. Well, they wanted like mutual support in military and security, and they wanted to make the trading. So like they said that they will provide the defense for Russian trading on a territory where is now Orenburg, on a territory close to the Kazakhstan borders. And they wanted the same from Russia. And yes, that's how they started to cooperate. I've got to the Soviet streets. I mean, it's literally called Sovetskaya, which is the Soviet streets. Again, now it's not as lively now as it was in the evening. But yeah, that's how we're getting two different flavors. The flavors early in the morning. By the way, the time now here, 9:09. You know, like in that Beatles song, 9:09. Hello, Jorge, Diev, Gutch, Goose, Adam Balls, Cajun Guy 1950, Cosmin Lazard 90. Thank you all for joining. Now, here I will walking this way just until the embankments of Ural River and until the bridge, Europe and Asia Bridge. Welcome to the historic Orenburg. JC Miranda, good day. So Orenburg, it was really important outpost and the place to cooperate with the Kazakhstan border already in 1743. Hello, sunshine girl. Orenburg turned to be the gates to Asia, at least Middle Asia. The town is located on the embankments of Ural River, as I already said, because I go to the Ural River. And this is also the place where Ural River meets the mouth of Sakmara River, Sakmara. Don't mess it with Samara, because Samara and Sakmara, it's different things. Orenburg. Now the population here is 580,000 residents, which makes it kind of decent city. Kind of decent. Well, like almost 600,000 residents. Less whites. Good morning, Sergey. Hello, everyone. Hello, less whites. Well, here as you can see the Sovietskaya streets. It's the local Arbat, local pedestrian streets. I love that it's so wide. It seems like it used to be the street with the traffic, but now here is no traffic. Instead of asphalt, here is just a nice sidewalk tile. And nice pedestrian streets always attract a lot of people. Like yesterday in the evening, if you remember, here was a lot of people. Orenburg, it's really very important. It was really important outpost in the southeastern border of old Russia. The place to cooperate with Kazakhs and the gates to Middle Asia. That's how the stuff from Asia and mostly from Middle Asia was getting inside of Russia. This is Гостиный двор, not a typical form of architecture for Гостиный двор, because if we will look at Moscow, St. Petersburg, even Ufa, it usually has such, arcades. Here it's not. But this is Гостиный двор, the mall of 18th, 19th century. Let me tell you that Yuri Gagarin got his education and became the pilot exactly here in Orenburg. He came to Orenburg to study in a pilot school. And look, he actually had all chances to be kicked off the school because he had a problem while he studied. He had a problem with landing the airplanes, but he really was asking to give him a chance, and they were giving him a chance, but something never works out again. Then one of the teachers supposed that the problem most probably because of the because Yuri Gagarin wasn't too tall. So, and the decision was simple. He just suggested to put the pillow on a aircraft seat, and that's it. So that's how Gagarin got taller and started seeing more, and that's how the problem with landing is gone. And yes, Gagarin finished the pilot school here in Orenburg, and then we know where it led to. He became the cosmonaut, and he became the first man in space when he made his flight into the space at the 12th of April 1961. Okay, here is the monument to the founder of the town of Orenburg, to the first governor of Orenburg region from thankful descendants. That's what the caption here, the sign here says. Well, now here goes the maintenance. But most of the monuments, we can see how it looks like. If you've noticed, Orenburg is also pretty clean. like actually all Russian towns. Orenburg Downy Shoal. It's really famous all over Russia and maybe all over the world. It's famous because, look, it's weightless. It's weightless. It really has a light weight, but at the same time, it gives warmth. This is a governor's museum, founded by one of the governors of Orenburg in 1830. The theater named after Maxim Gorky. Maxim Gorky, very famous Russian writer, the creator of the whole genre in literature, which is called social realism. While we are walking through the pedestrian street, however, we intersect the normal streets and sometimes have to wait for the green light. Here is the art objects dedicated to the musicians: trumpet, sax, acoustic bass, harp. The sculpture to the street artist. Drawing this nice lady. This nice and cultured lady. Hello Martin K, Curtis CC, Theoryman 1, David Elias, and everybody who keep joining. Okay, besides Yuri Gagarin, the next very significant man of Orenburg, that's definitely Leopold and his son Mstislav Rostropovich. Mstislav Rostropovich, probably the best cello player in the world. Mstislav Rostropovich, the musician, the conductor, a great friend of Dmitry Shostakovich. Enough to say that Dmitry Shostakovich, one of the most significant Russian composers, he wrote his cello concerto number 1 special for Rostropovich. He realized that he is writing special for Rostropovich. So he wrote it and dedicated the first cello concerto to Mstislav Rostropovich. And of course, Rostropovich was the very first who saw the music sheet and who performed that. Cello concerto number 1. Okay, cello concerto number 1. Yeah, Rostropovich then, after all, became the man of the world. Born in Orenburg, studied the music in Orenburg, then became the man of the world. In the 1970s, he and his wife, opera singer Galina Vishnevskaya, they moved to United States for many years, Mstislav Rostropovich was a head conductor of Washington D.C. Symphony Orchestra, and he is an honored person in so many countries all over the world. Mstislav Rostropovich, great musician, a great teacher, conductor, and just personality. And here you can find the institutes of arts, music institutes, named after Leopold and Mstislav Rostropovich. Orenburg. You know, walking Orenburg, you really can say that this used to be the governor's town. The governor's town. And here I have to explain what it means. The thing is, in the Russian Empire, the towns used to be separated on like two categories. The governor's towns and I would say provincial towns. Okay, so the governor's towns, it's the towns where was the governors. And all the governors, as a rule, were very educated and very cultured people. And having an authority and power in the places where they are, they were the drivers of bringing a great culture in everything. Let's say in architecture, in arts, and in music. In the moments when, let's say, in a provincial towns, there wasn't like really such a big figures who could drive the culture in other towns, like in a governor's towns. London coffee. While we were walking through Sovietskaya streets, even though it's called Sovietskaya, the Soviets, mostly the architecture was pre-revolutionary architecture. However, here I have found even some of the constructivism, 1930s constructivism. Stalinist neoclassical residential building. Here is two really nice monuments, which are really unusual. Like, let's say this is the monument to blood donors. The sign there, "Thank you, donor." It's dedicated to all the people who ever released the blood for donation to those who need the blood, to the hospitals. How it happens in Russia, I used to make the video about that, yes, in 2014. The video called Blood Transfusion in Ufa. And this is the monument to the first teacher. This lady here, she's supposed to be the first teacher for the kids in their first grades. The first teacher. Yes, as a rule, here in Russia, everybody remember their first teacher. Like, I can say that I honestly probably will not recall almost a half of teachers I had, but I definitely remember my first teacher. Renovations goes all the time, so is here. It's nice to see that recently, no matter where we are, everywhere we can see how little by little everything is getting renovated, restored. It's pretty nice. I continue the road trip 2021. Let me remind you that I started in St. Petersburg and then drove to the town of Valdai. We visited Valdai and the Iversky Monastery on Valdai Lake. Then we went to Tver, Moscow, Ryazan, Tambov, Penza, Saransk, Kazan. Then I came to Ufa. In the Republic of Bashkortostan, we also visited Sterlitamak. We climbed on Shikhan Mountain, unique Shikhan Mountain with the age of 275 million years. Kumertau yesterday, before yesterday, the town of coal miners and helicopter makers. Now Orenburg. Besides that, also southern Ural's towns, Asha, Minyar, Sim, Ust-Katav. This is the Orenburg State Medical University. Here is all the most significant scientists, medical scientists of Russia. Let's say Pavlov, Ivan Pavlov, Nikolai Pirogov, Semashko, Botkin. That's super cool. Botkin, Semashko. In the very end of Sovetskaya Street, here is a big monument to Valery Chkalov, the Soviet pilot. He is the one who, in 1930s, made the first non-stop flight from Moscow, Russia, through the North Pole to the United States. To be exact, to Vancouver. Yes, but Vancouver, not Canada. Vancouver in Washington State of the United States of America. By the way, here was a short period in the Soviet history, like until 1957, from like the end of 1930s to 1957, the town of Orenburg was renamed to Chkalov, but then again renamed to its original name, Orenburg. Valery Chkalov. Right behind him, here is such a 1950s embankment, which is recently also restored and renovated. And that's exactly where is located the bridge across Ural River. Here it is. We're supposed to be here in Europe, but right behind the bridge, on the other side, there's already Asia. And here they recover the railway, the historic railway, which here they are turning into the amusements. And also, I don't know if you can see this here, but here's also the cable roads. I'm not sure why it is not working now, but actually here is the cable roads. It's also just like an amusement, like to take a ride from one bank of Ural River to another. Let's go down. Jordan Anderson, we're running out of Europe. Exactly. The railway. Here they are working to restore the old railway and the old railway station. But here it will be just, the amusements. The amusement on this embankments of along Ural River. It's admitted as one of the best embankments in Russia. Ural River. Hello, Iron R. Welcome to the live stream. It's kind of windy here. But the wind is very warm. because the heat is getting back to this part of Russia. Today they promise up to plus 32 degrees Celsius, and in a week from now, next Wednesday, here in Orenburg must be plus 38, in Ufa plus 34, which is no good to me. I hate the heat. But like now, like it was yesterday, plus 26 was okay. Okay, look. This is the post, which is located in the middle of the bridge, above the middle of the river. Here it is written Asia. So like the Asia begins here. And here it's written Europe. Okay? Европа. Ural River. We are not far from the place where it meets Sakmara River. There Timur going. He woke up. My brother-in-law, the husband of my wife's sister. These fragments of the road trip from Ufa to Komertau and from Komertau to Orenburg, we are traveling together. Hi. Смотри, сама же дорога-то работает уже.
Ну, кто-то привозит, наверное, материал.
Нет, тут видишь, я так понял, что вот этот строится вокзал, а сама же дорога готова уже.
Я Бургер зашел. Вышли, два обслуживающих, посмотрели на меня, стоят сзади, ушли. Ничего не продали. Вот вышел, смотрю, ты видишь. Ребёшка световая даже. Первый раз заехал, смотри, все пришли смотреть, что ли.
А где, мне кажется, они уже катаются, наверное, или нет?
Он приехал, оттуда отцепился, сюда переехал. Сейчас зацепился опять. Сейчас туда пойдешь?
Да.
Полностью туда, далеко?
Ну да, пройдемся.
В смысле, вот оттуда, что ли, где вчера были?
Да. А что?
Да нет, по времени же не успеем.
Успеваем, время еще только 40 минут.
В 1952 году.
Угу. Я думаю, что это еще не скоро будет, поэтому лучше пройтись.
Самокат взял.
the beach with such cabins here. Yesterday here was a lot of people swimming.
Купаются, что ли? Ну, моржи.
Какие моржи? Сегодня 30-ка будет. Here goes the construction of the railway. The way it used to be here about 70 years ago. I think in a couple days можно, но я бы не рисковал столько подниматься. In a couple days here will be a lot of people on the beach. A lot of people on the beach. If everything will go the way the meteorologist forecasted, here will be a lot of people.
Спортсмены здесь, комсомол. Волейболисты, что ли?
Let's watch all these rivers and I never see anyone fishing. I see a lot of people fishing. Hello, Amy Smith.
Будущее нашей России.
Hello, Eric N. Hello to Netherlands. A sportsman. An Orthodox church, Vidinskaya church there on a hill.
Пещера. Сейчас насчет они ужасная игра. Сильвестр Сталлоне ничего не говорят в комментариях?
Really nice embankments. We had the time to appreciate it yet yesterday. Here is a lot of things to do. The beach, promenade, benches, the place for workouts, skate park, the areas for playing basketball, football. So here is just a pedestrian promenade, but there's also the roads with a special surface for running, for electrics and just regular scooters, bicycles.
Дядька.
another Ufa river bank. This is not Ufa river. This is Ural river. It's called Ural. We are 400 kilometers south from Ufa and from Ufa river. Basketball area, and there's also football area. Irene R. greatly appreciate taking us to see Ural River. Thank you, Irene. Thank you big time. Thank you for appreciation of this stuff. All this stuff, let me tell you, thank you all for contributing the road trips. We doing this together because all this stuff, starting from 18th of June 2020, I started my first road trip last year. I remember the date, June 18, and since then we already made it to almost 60 cities and towns, and of course it wouldn't be possible without you guys. I'm making this for you with your, how to say, association. Thank you, dudes. If you remember, we have started in Samara, then moved to Ulyanovsk, Sviazhsk, Kazan, Cheboksary, Nizhny Novgorod, and got to Moscow. Then the full trip around all the towns of the Golden Ring of Russia: Sergiev Posad, Pereslavl-Zalesky, Rostov the Great, Kostroma, Yaroslavl, Ivanovo, Vladimir, and Suzdal. Suzdal, yeah, that was my favorite out of the towns of the Golden Ring. That's of course the northwestern towns like Vyborg, Pskov, Old Ladega, Old Russa, Ivangorod, which is on a border with the Estonia, right on the bank of Narva River, and Estonian town of Narva. The Republic of Karelia, Lake Ladega, Lake Onega, Kinderma village, Kindesovo village, Ruskiala Park, the Ural trip last year, Magnitogorsk, Chelyabinsk, Tyumen, Yekaterinburg, Perm, and then to the north again, Kirov, Vologda. Also, there was the flight to Kaliningrad. Yes, Kaliningrad, former Königsberg. And this year, that's Valdai, the town of Valdai, Iversky Monastery on Valdai Lake, Tver, Moscow, Ryazan, Tambov, Penza, Saransk, Kazan, Ufa, Serdytsamak, Shikhan Mountain, Kumertau, Orenburg, and the southern Urals towns, Asha, Minyar, Sim, Ust-Katav. And look, it's a really huge list. It's not just the names. Under all these names in a list, staying a lot of time, a big distances, okay? And we're making this all together. We're making this all together. I'm bringing you content. What a memory, Sergey. The thing is, it's not about memory. It's about me making all those trips in person. That's why I remember it so well. Actually, when I name all these cities and towns and villages, I just imagine the map in my head. And I just like immediately, my brain recall all those great moments we had in every town. Really, really. I mean, I really loved every place I have visited. Everywhere it was great. Let's say, can you say that Samara wasn't great? Can you say Ulyanovsk somehow worse than Samara or maybe Sviazhsk? Yeah, like in many towns, like different flavors, different towns, different flavors. But every time it's great. Look, the kids, it seems like the most active kids are the kids who are doing this the skating in a skate park. Look, yesterday we saw the people were everywhere. Now this morning we see that not many people here. It seems like an early birds of Orenburg are the runners. Look, the runners. And the guys riding the skateboards and the scooters in a skate park. Давай вот так пройдем. This is also a pretty nice place for riding the bicycle. Such a curvy track. Yesterday, when we watched the guys are running here, it was really great. Пошли сюда. Давай сейчас отсюда пройдем. Мы здесь еще не ходили. Нет, я имею в виду, мы сейчас туда пойдем. Сейчас. And this is a workout area, the street workout. It's always nice to work out. I actually need some workout as well. You know that? The basketball fields with even some tribunes. I think it's maybe not actually a basketball, but like street ball. It looks so clean there. Dudes, you already need to get used to the fact that Russia is not as dirty as they used to tell you all the time. Because I told you this is already like 60s town I'm visiting in frames of my road trip, and everywhere it's clean. Of course, like if you were working hard, everywhere you can find some trashy areas. Yeah, but it's gonna be a sooner. It's gonna be more the exception than the rule. Fake rating. I wonder what the city looks like 30 years ago. Well, it looks about the same. Because you see, when I was walking, more than that, not only it looks same 30 years ago, it looks same 130 years ago. Here is still a lot of pre-revolutionary architecture. It's really pretty well preserved town. Сейчас туда.
Переулок ровный, 5-й. Сейчас налево.
Нет, сейчас лучше надо направо к церкви. Meanwhile, it's 10 o'clock, 10:02 in Orenburg. Orenburg is in the same time zone as Ufa. Plus 2 hours from Moscow. Plus 5 hours from Greenwich. Hungry dog.
Грозный дом. Я тебе дам.
Hello, zippered neck. Good morning. Good morning from Orenburg.
Смотри, сифон с этим жить. Сейчас после Sakmara.
Okay, this is that church we saw from the embankment. I told you, the Orthodox Christian church on a hill. Some new residential buildings. Так. Поворачиваем здесь. Да. We're now turning to the streets which is called the 9th of January Street. It's really interesting. It's really interesting that here in Orenburg they have the streets dedicated to 9th of January. When I was in St. Petersburg, in Kirovsky district, next to Kirovsky plant, which is a former Putilovsky plant, I used to tell you the story about the 9th of January. 9th of January, 1905. That's actually where the Great October Revolution was started. Not in February 1917, not in October 1917. October 1917, when the Great October Revolution happened, it was just the final stage of the revolution, which is actually started at the 9th of January 1905. The thing is, it is just started with the strike, with the strikes at Kirovsky plants. The workers in the plants, they just wanted a better conditions. And at the 9th of January 1905, they came to Palace Square in a car to show that they are not happy. They want some better conditions. But what happens? Many of them were just killed, okay? And that's when everything started. It was the beginning of a huge chain of the events which has finally led to February 1917 and as the very final stage, October 1917, when the monarchy was stopped in Russia. Давай сюда перейдем на тротуар. Да. Просто мы с другой улицы зашли. Нет, просто мы так, как вы там обходили, мы вот так обошли. Более широко. Да. We are walking the 9th of January. The 9th of January street, correct. Exploring with the Zwinos. What another lively day. Yes, it is. Michael, Natalie. Well, before leaving back to Ufa, we decided to make another morning walk through the city to show the morning vibe, which is usually different from the night vibe. Yesterday at night, or I would say in the evening, was more lively, more people. Unfortunately, not every historic building coming to time when it's getting renovated and restored. In Orenburg, here is still a lot of pre-revolutionary buildings. And actually, they are not that expensive to buy, but they are very expensive to renovate. That's the problem. Orenburg is actually one of the most preserved Russian Empire towns. This is a conservative residential building, and here is the warning that this is the object of cultural heritage, and getting inside, it's going to be against the law. Good fella, keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you. That's at least here now, the new building. At least somehow they try to stylize it for an old style. If they are finding here a free spots, for the new constructions? Well, it's good when they at least trying to make it look more classic, which is just more okay. Вот именно. Nice balcony. Bay window. In Russian Empire, they loved the bay windows on the corners of the buildings, which usually looks pretty good. Сейчас мы уже практически вот понял, да, сейчас придем туда.
Я понял, понял.
Минут, не знаю, 7 еще.
Здравствуй.
Another bay window. Well, in Russian language we call this with just, I guess, like German words, Erker.
Okay, let's go.
Pushkinskaya Street. The street named after Pushkin, Alexander Pushkin.
Сергеевич, потом.
Yes, Pushkin. He is really strong in poetry. Nobody's better than him in poetry, in Russian poetry. People also love Sergei Yesenin, but Yesenin just as good as Pushkin, but it's not better than Pushkin. Yes, it's really like Soviet thing. Be careful of the car. Now they're not making these signs like this. Be careful of the car. It's the warning that the car may get off from there. One of the examples of the renovation of the historical building. Well, it's really nice to see that sooner or later, but most of the historical buildings now are getting renovated or by the government or just the business comes and renovates it. It's not cheap. It's cheap to buy the building itself, but it's not cheap to renovate it. Also, you have to renovate it according to so many rules. Because it's a cultural and historical heritage. So like all the changes, all the plans, you actually have to certify in the architectural committee of the city. Another bay window. (1960s), 1860s. Hey guys, barbershop called Hey Guys. The air conditioner boxes on the historical buildings always not nice. Adult shop. Bank России, Bank of Russia. Here,
Да, уж, а потом, знаешь, как будешь, как люди дайте такие, все слушай, я как раз сам болезнь, Иришки?
Irish King. Irish King pub. Irish King. Here is a game of words. Kin, it's like a Russian last name. Irish King. Yeah, look, I love it. I love it. Pre-revolutionary doors and still pre-revolutionary signs for letters and newspapers. Nice blacksmith work as well. Look, here maybe I have a chance now to show you what used to be the typical merchant's house in the end of 19th, beginning of 20th century. On the second floor, as a rule, the merchant and his family lived himself. On the first floor, their store or craft shop, depends on what they used to do. And look, they also had the backyards, and the backyards usually they had something like horse stables, and also a little building for the servants. Super cool. Jeremy Nelson, damn, graffiti. Yes, damn it. Damn it. An example of nice renovation. Even those plastic windows and air conditioner boxes. Damn. These air conditioners makes me sick. Пришли.
Что сказала? Пидор.
Sunshine Girl, Lemonade Funds. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sunshine Girl. That's exactly what I will do now. We got back to where we started. We got back to the building of the Orenburg region government. Вот же.
Вон там машина стоит.
Ну все.
Туда еще надо. Это поправо. Ты опять на площадь пойдешь?
Ну тогда пока можешь сюда подъезжать.
А тут парковаться негде.
Нет, вот там встанешь на аварийках. Сейчас я подойду.
А ты куда сейчас пойдешь?
На площадь там. Потом вот сейчас подойду.
Ну вот сюда.
Давай, давай. Да. Okay, dudes. Came to where I started. It was a nice circle. Another circle through the historic city center of Orenburg. We got back to this brutal, monumental, Stalinist neoclassical house of Soviets, which is now the building of the Orenburg government. Local time 10:30, as you can see, 10:30, 30th of July, and now it will show the temperature. 29 degrees, wow, already 29, and it's only 10 o'clock. Yeah, it seems like the forecast of meteorologists unfortunately gonna work. Unfortunately, because for me, a high temperature, it's not okay. Lenin. Grandfather Lenin. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, really, it was a nice walk through the historic city center of Orenburg again. I hope you all enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's really nice, pretty well preserved, pre-revolutionary Russian Empire city founded in 1743. See you later. Right now, we will getting back to Ufa, to the hometown of Ufa. And maybe today we'll go directly to the village, Toftimanova village, because it's Friday. There will be everyone. So we most probably will go there. We most probably will take a pork loin, pork loin, some Guinness. Yes, Emily Smith, I'm planning now to get back to Ufa. You say. Yeah, one day, yes. One day I would love to go back to visit the United States, because my home I see only in Russia, but it's always great to get back to the United States because I enjoyed the United States. Besides the United States, I think that, however, most probably the countries I will visit sooner than my return to the United States, it will be the Baltic countries, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Also, it will be Finland, Norway, Sweden, because it's all relatively not far from St. Petersburg. And also, it's nice, comfortable to travel by car, It's all not far from St. Petersburg, and those countries themselves are pretty compact, relatively not big, and you can really, like, for just 1 week, you can, let's say, go from St. Petersburg, you can enter Estonia, then go to Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, and Belarus, and through Belarus get back to Russia again, for example, and to make such a circle. Who knows? Yeah, but if talk about the United States, also one day would love to get back to the United States with a visit for a few weeks or maybe a month or something. Yeah, but now it's too early to talk about it because of all of those pandemic. Now the problem of getting the new visa. My visa expired yet in 2019. Okay, dudes, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed Baklikov Live. My name is Sergey Baklikov. Timur saying bye. Actually, he got to pick up the car and will meet me there. So I better go. Here is the problem with the parking all around. No slots, no lots. Okay, bye. In the end, traditional panorama. Mr. Jenkser, Star, Michael Zwino, Natalie Zwino, Green Man, Les White, 260s Cowboy, Sultan 97 400s, Rishabh Sethi, Dan Smith, Joshua Paul, R Nobody, Jay Lewis, friend, my friend, thank you, Jeremy Nelson, Pirates Alex, Jordan Anderson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren, Bolo Young, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Chuck Norris, Michael Dudikov, Sharon Stone, Kim Basinger, Mickey Rourke, Gérard Depardieu, Louis de Funès, Pierre Richard, Vladimir Lenin. Okay, from the city of Orenburg, from Orenburg region, from Russia, from Baklikov, live with love. You all have a great weekend. See you later. Bye for now. We are getting back to Ufa.